All right, ready to dive into a book that's like everywhere.
Oh, you mean The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari?
You got it. And honestly, when you guys requested it, I was intrigued. I
It's
mean,
a classic for a reason.
right. Simple fable, millions of copies sold. Got to be something there.
More than a fable, really. It's like,
A practical guide.
yeah, a guide to making real change. And the fact that it connects with so many people says a lot about, what we're all craving.
Deeper meaning, all
Yes,
that.
yeah.
And that's what we're aiming for today, right? Not just summarizing, but pulling out the core wisdom, especially from these early chapters.
Getting you inspired, ready to act.
Exactly, potent dose of inspiration. And the beauty is, Sharma's work, he's so direct.
No fluff.
None. It's about tangible shifts, stuff you can use starting, well, today.
I love that.
So picture this. Julian Mantle, high-powered lawyer, the Ferrari, the mansion, corner office. Miserable.
This is a classic setup, right?
Like he's living the dream, but falling apart.
And that's where Sharma gets us, Because who hasn't felt that? That emptiness, even when you achieve what you thought you wanted.
It's like a universal experience.
Totally.
And this guy, Julian, he's a mess. No sleep, marriage on the rocks, utterly lost despite all this success, and then, bam, heart attack.
Talk about a wake-up call.
Universe is like, all right, buddy, time for a change.
Right. And the thing is, he doesn't just bounce back, He goes on this radical journey.
Okay, so we've got the stressed out lawyer, ditches the Ferrari, goes to India. I gotta admit, it sounds a bit cliche.
But you're curious, right?
Totally, there's something about it makes you want to know more.
And that's Sharma's brilliance, right? He sparks our curiosity. We get a glimpse of who Julian becomes.
Not just a makeover, though.
No, complete transformation, inside and out.
And the question is how? How did he go from workaholic to this, radiant picture of peace?
Total mystery. And Sharma's inviting us along to uncover these secrets.
Which, spoiler alert, we could totally use in our own lives, too.
Exactly. And those secrets, that's what we're diving into, starting with the first principle of the Savannah system.
So Julian's ditched the fancy car, right? Big life change. And you're probably thinking, okay, where's the practical stuff? How do I use this?
And Sharma, he gets it, He jumps right in. First virtue of the Savannah system, the garden.
Okay, I'm intrigued, garden-like.
It's brilliant, really. Our minds, they're like gardens. Need attention, care, gotta do some weeding sometimes.
And let's be real, sometimes it's less Zen garden, more like overgrown jungle,
Right.
weeds of worry, negativity, all that. Sharma calls it mental junk food, which kind of true.
Oh, totally. Easy to get stuck in those thought patterns.
But here's the thing, Sharma, he doesn't just say, think positive,
Yeah.
and poof, you're fixed.
Nope. He goes deeper. It's about the mechanics, how our thoughts actually shape things.
Okay, I like where this is going.
And then, get this, he drops this truth bomb. 95% of our thoughts. Same as yesterday's, 95.
But seriously, no wonder it feels like a rut sometimes. Same tapes playing in our heads.
Exactly.
But then, what do? If we're wired for that, can we change it?
That's where opposition thinking comes in. This was huge for me. You can't just stop a thought.
Oh, tell me about it, I've tried.
Right, but you can replace it with something better, stronger, like a muscle you train.
So, say I'm freaking out about this presentation next week. Instead of I'm gonna bomb, it's...
I'm prepared. I got this.
Yes, exactly.
And to make it stick, Sharma talks about Julian's bead technique. Picture this. Julian, on his journey, carrying these beads. Each negative thought moves a bead.
Visual reminder. I love that.
Right. You don't need beads. Any object works. Or even just noticing that's the start.
And the key is consistency. Right, like you said, tending a garden.
Every
Hee-hee.
single day. Small choices, big change. We're not just pulling weeds, we're planting good stuff.
So we're talking like positive seeds growing.
Exactly. Which brings us to the next big thing, the secret of the lake. Ready for this?
Okay, so we're planting these positive seeds, right?
It's all connected.
And that's where this secret of the lake comes in.
This is where things get really interesting.
Sharma, he paints this picture, a serene lake reflecting like your deepest desires.
It's powerful stuff.
But it's not just daydreaming.
No, it's way more than that.
Like, what's the action here?
It's visualization, but like on another level.
Okay.
Sharma says our minds, they don't always know the difference between what we vividly imagine and what's real.
Whoa, okay, hold on.
So when we focus on our goals, but like as if they've already happened.
We're tricking our brains.
In a way, yeah. It's sending this powerful message to our subconscious.
I like it. So instead of dwelling on what could go wrong,
Which, let's be honest, we all do.
all the time,
Instead of that, we're choosing to focus on what we want to happen.
creating that reality in our minds first.
Yep.
Because if we're constantly thinking about what we don't want, we're almost inviting it in.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know?
Totally.
Sure.
But if we shift that focus, visualize the ideal outcome, that's where the magic happens.
100%. It's about being intentional with those mental pictures.
Because we get stuck in those loops, right?
Yeah.
Visualizing the worst case scenario.
Happens to the best of us.
But Sharma's saying flip the script.
Yeah.
Visualize winning.
Exactly.
So it's not just clearing out the negativity, it's replacing it with like a vision board in our heads.
I love that analogy. It's so true.
So think about something you're working towards, anything. New job, deeper relationship, just inner peace, whatever it is. Now, really imagine it. What do you see?
the details are so important.
Right. What do you hear? How do you feel?
It's like you're creating a movie in your mind.
Yes. And the more details you add, the more real it feels.
And that's the key. The more real it feels, the more powerful it becomes. Remember those seeds we talked about?
Planting them in the garden of our mind.
Exactly. This is how we give those seeds sunlight, water, everything they need to grow.
We're basically learning to direct our own energy.
It's incredibly empowering when you think about it.
It really is.
Right.
Create the life you want from the inside out.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And what's amazing to me is this isn't just some like woo-woo stuff.
Right, there's actual science behind it.
Yeah, like athletes use visualization, entrepreneurs, all sorts of people.
It's about harnessing the power of your mind.
It's amazing. These simple practices, tending the garden, visualizing,
They can create profound change.
they really can.
And to think we've just scratched the surface.
Right. There's so much more to unpack with this book.
5 more virtues in the Savannah system, each one building on the last.
A roadmap to a richer life. It's like Sharma's giving us the keys, and we get to choose if we want to use them.
And that's a powerful thought, isn't it?
It really is. Well, on that note, big thanks to you for diving deep with me today,
Always a pleasure.
and to you listeners for joining us. Now, go out there, tend to your gardens, visualize those dreams, and until next time, keep diving deep.
Thanks for tuning in to the audio podcast. You're here with my friend Jordan, and I'm Ashley. We hope today's episode brought some light to your day. Don't forget to follow us on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. Share it with a friend and keep spreading the good vibes. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep shining.